NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Down. 15, line it. 15 line.
They'll look to throw here. Open man has got it. It's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Pick it up, pick it up. Take 3, 5.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running. Back right side.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, Eckler. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go. 60 yards.
Ready? He's crossing. He's checking crack.
61. Matchbox lights. They go.
They run the counter. Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Set. 8-3.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No.
On 2nd down now. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Montgomery. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser.
Come on, fellas.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by Montgomery. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. They'll set up a throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Greystone, travel. Check 43. Hey, Zoo.
Second and 9 now. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
19. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
On the ready.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Back to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Go.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flushed out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. 51's a Mike, boy, 51. Yeah. You don't want to go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 68 yards.
56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
4 down, even. Zoom, zoom. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Any weapons? Snap.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go!
2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 99. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
On any pass in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go. At their own 18-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike 5-5.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-5.
5.
Looking to throw. He's able to find Wallace. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 22 and brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on now, let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for